Welcome back to Xenonauts 2. So, after that beating that I took in the base operation over here, can't remember, did I? Yeah, I already sold the junk, that's great and all. As far as soldiers go, got a lot of injuries here. Yeah, so I don't even have enough people to fill out my ranks anymore. And you know, something else I'm realizing is that I have this group over here, but the actual training center isn't going to be ready for another 11 days. So I might as well move them back. But this also brings up the question of the medical center. I could send people over here. I'm assuming they can still train if they are injured. So maybe I need to get a medical center over here, because that'll heal 2 HP per day. Yeah, it just sucks because it's a redundancy that I'd rather avoid. But in a situation where where everyone is hurt, I need to transfer all these privates back out of here. And but I don't want to not have a medical facility here. Ugh, it's a little bit of a bummer. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it quite yet. Well, I need to have soldiers over there. Let's look at my soldiers. Let's transfer them back to Ben and Jerry's. You know, and I actually don't have time to think about this. Oh, this is 750k, so I don't even have the money. God damn, that's expensive. Okay, and how long are they in transit for? 2 days? Yeah, these people were recovering 21, 23, 30 days. Holy shit. And is that to get them to 100%? Because these guys aren't 100%, but they're still recovering. Only 2 health per day? Oof. Gonna be a little rough. Gonna be a little rough. You know, I invested so much into my Air Force because I was expecting more lights, but I guess we are not at the waveform peak, so maybe that's a big part of the reason why I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so we're going to Secton. I kind of need to get this too. I'm pretty sure this is part of the story. Okay, I got my sentries over there, so at least that's something. Alright, they're back at Ben and Jerry's. Finished the Elenium generator, great. I also am not sure if I needed 2 missile batteries, but I feel like, you know, just to get an adjacency bonus going, and since this base isn't going to have a lot of soldiers at it, and potentially recovering soldiers as well. Alright, finish the Secton, so they're going to be generating $600 an hour. How much time do I have left on plasma weapons? 1 day, 22 hours. So I guess it's good that we're not at a waveform peak. Alright, launch interceptors. We're going to launch them from Asia Pacific. Alright, let's try the... What do we have? A defender and a scout. Oh yeah, we can auto-resolve this. Took a little bit of a hit here. Oh, it's 1 out of 150. I thought this was out of 100. Let's fight manually. See what we can do here. So you, sir... Actually, let's go for the defender first. Because, like, I just don't think this is going to be very good at the strategy I'm going for. Actually, let's go. Skirt this way for both of you. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, now we're off this. Okay, what's your armor? 0 out of 15. Okay. Honestly, I didn't really do much better, if at all. Okay, so yeah, we'll just collect the bounty. What about recruits too? Yeah, I think I already picked this group clean. I don't want anyone with that low a health. 64 accuracy is pretty good. The low time units isn't great. I mean, you might be a decent sniper because you don't have to move much as a sniper. But snipers I find to be, I don't know, pretty, I don't know, they're very dependent on the situational, that's the word I'm looking for. Low reflexes I don't really care about, but bravery that low, no. Accuracy, you might not, oh yeah, not with the bravery that low. Yeah, I thought maybe you'd be a decent assault, but nah. Giacomo Gubinelli. Low TU, low accuracy, good strength. I mean, you may not be terrible. It could be like a shield, if not an assault. Although, I don't really have many great shields. I mean, 20k, got a decent number of soldiers. I just wanted to double check this because I'm going to have to identify recruits soon. Oh yeah, we have 127 op points. Oh, and you, sir... Two operation points per day and one less. Yeah, so you're isolated. I can't do you yet because you're grayed out. What does this give me? One op point per day. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have more op points. Not quite refueled. Or not quite fully repaired. That's okay though. Phantom and the Angel. Okay, never mind. He's gonna escape. Alien plasma weapons. Alien plasma weapons are significantly more powerful than their magnetic predecessors, generating bolts of searing plasma that inflict terrible damage on anything they hit. Analysis of captured alien plasma weapons suggests that they all share a common architecture. The barrel contains a plasma accelerator that draws power from a millennium battery, utilizing it to form a ball of superheated plasma that is fired towards the target. A small graviton emitter fitted to the muzzle of the weapon injects a single charged particle into the projectile as it passes, generating enough of a gravitational field to prevent it from expanding to a useless cloud of hot gas, although this effect does not stop air resistance, forming the sphere into an elongated bolt. These plasma projectiles collapse explosively on impact, tearing a gaping hole at the point of impact and grievously burning the surrounding area. An unarmored human is unlikely to survive a hit from an alien plasma rifle, unless they are fortunate enough to be struck with an extremity such as an arm or a leg. Sadly, plasma weapons also possess rather greater armor penetration than their magnetic equivalents. Rather greater, I guess he's saying sadly because of, like, defenses? Basic Kevlar armor provides very little protection and should ideally be entirely replaced by something more advanced. Yeah, he's talking from, like, the safety of our soldiers. I guess this is alien plasma weapons, so maybe this isn't going to give me the ability to build them? Although our primitive attempts to replicate these weapons have proved unsuccessful, our best plasma emitter has a range of less than 3 inches. Our work has at least revealed enough about their workings that our armor can be improved accordingly. Oh, so that was an armor. Nanofabrication. Yeah, I need to work on the survivability of my people. Advanced nanoscale construction techniques may finally allow us to synthesize alien resources such as... Oh, yeah, no. Although, I may want that. Studying the complex electrical system may unlock a variety of technological improvements. I don't know. I'm going to need something for my engineers to do. Upgrades all existing and future infantry laser weapons to create self-recharging batteries. Huh. Laser damage. Upgrades all existing and future laser weaponry. Increase their damage by 15%. Now that could be useful. So I thought we were gonna have something for improved armor. Let's do damage though. Turn to base. Alright, auto-resolve. Yeah, that's fine. Accept results. Select the bounty. So 3. Looks like they might be attacking me. Yeah, fighter and probes. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, finish the storeroom. I wonder if we should just decommission 150k. That's gonna open up a hangar. Hopefully we're gonna get some alloys from this. We got 400k. Still working on laser damage though. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's just a destroyer. Oh, I don't have enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Advanced laser pistol. Oh, so you still have to build them. No, but it says I have them, so it does upgrade them. Alright. Good. That's fine, that's fine. The extra damage is great. Since I'm not getting the other stuff, I might as well at least backfill with laser weapons. Plasma, I mean. Okay. 20 alien alloys and selenium. Fantastic. Still 3 days on the training center. What are my soldiers doing? Still recovering. Everyone else at least healing up. Wait, do I have nothing going on here? Okay, I have money, so I want to upgrade the Angel engine. This is only 350k. Nice. I thought it was like 500k. But I must have been thinking of this. Alright, well, we finished the training center. Wait, what are you doing here? So, transfer... the alloys, selenium, and then the rest can stay. Hey, nanofabrication. Although many things have been recovered from the recently captured extraterrestrial facility, the most important of all might be the technology we retrieved from their workshops. Our enemies appear to make extensive use of nanofabricators, devices capable of manipulating materials at the molecular level. Such machines can create almost anything, building up the desired atomic structure layer by layer using an array of precisely controlled lasers and magnetic fields. This seems to be the method by which the aliens manufacture substances such as alloys and selenium. Finding a way to harness this technology is therefore the only way we might hope to create these exotic materials for ourselves. Given humanity lacks much of the expertise required to design a nanofabricator of our own, we've instead decided to concentrate on gaining control over the recovered alien device. Thankfully, this has now been achieved to some extent at least. Although we have gained low-level access to the nanofabricator systems, the high-level computer systems that automate the manufacturing process have proved impenetrable. The interface we have built to control the device thus requires manual operation at all times. It means that it is now possible for us to fabricate alloys or selenium, but only via a process so tedious that even the simpletons in our engineering department would likely find it unbearable. Worse, should you deem such suffering necessary, perhaps deserved, it is also rather expensive. The nanofabricator is a delicate beast, and raw materials it employs require processing to astonishing levels of purity using specialist equipment to function correctly. I therefore strongly advise you to continue recovering as much alloys and selenium from the battlefield as possible, and only use the nanofabricator where truly necessary. Probably about time I got explosives. Although tissue regeneration would be nice. I'm not doing too bad on alloys and stuff right now. Keep working on that upgrade for the angels. Alright, yeah, let's launch interceptors. Turrets. Yeah, we need that speed upgrade. Okay, a bomber. Let's see what the auto-resolve gives me. I mean, it's not bad, but I want to fight manually just to see it.
Negative tally on the second bandit. He just disappeared off scope.
Skywatch to all squadrons. SAM site lit up east of the ridge. Recommend reroute.
Talon 2, break left. You've got one under 6. Weapons free. Say again, weapons free. Engage all hostiles.
Three mics. Keep the corridor clear. Skywatch to all squadrons. SAM site lit up east of the ridge. Recommend reroute.
Okay, take this off.
Might be jamming out of Sector Delta. Skywatch to all squadrons. SAM site lit up east of the ridge. Recommend reroute.
We're at 14.
He just disappeared off scope. Talon 2, break left. You've got one.
Yeah, he's still got me.
Weapons free. Say again, weapons free. Engage all hostiles. Heading to Tango Bravo.
Oh, it just leaves a wreckage. It doesn't, Okay, fair enough. Okay, I don't don't think it takes long to rearm. Yeah, you're already rearmed. You're fully repaired. Oh, you ass! So you're launching from Ben & Jerry's, perfect. Turn to base. Okay, it's a bomber. Okay, finish the Angel upgrade. Beautiful. We just need 500k. This just costs money, but I want the quantum array first, I think. Okay, the bomber. The bomber is a large UFO used purely for ground attack purposes, carrying only a single pilot and laden with volatile munitions. Will create a little more of than a twisted field of smoking wreckage if shot down. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Due to the high threat nature of their activities, any bomber we encounter should be considered a priority target. Built around the monstrous fusion artillery weapon system, they can utterly devastate nearby military and civilian infrastructure if not dealt with quickly, with predictably negative effect on local panic levels. Thankfully, these craft are not overly formidable combatants. Their main weapon is clearly adapted to engage static targets, and fusion bombs, if it fires, travels slowly. And the fusion bombs it fires travel slowly, making them easy for our interceptors to evade. The bomber itself also lacks agility and has been fitted with no armor whatsoever. I thought it had armor. Yeah, armor of 20. The bomber itself also lacks agility and has been fitted with no armor whatsoever. I feel like maybe they updated this at the point of after this was written or something. Maybe the developers updated it to have armor, rendering it highly vulnerable to most types of air-to-air weapons. Unless guarded by escort fighters, they should be fairly easy to dispatch. Ultimately, these UFOs thus pose more of a strategic challenge than a tactical one. The war has now entered a stage where any funding region not adequately protected by our interceptors will quickly be bombed into submission. Okay, we got 133. So we could take this guy out. But we mostly need to focus over here. Does this get me? Can't really afford it anyway. Oh, you give me more research. It might be worth getting. Let's do that. Okay, we're getting alloys and selenium now. Hey, selenium explosives. And we're 30 minutes in and still no tactical battle. Despite having vast amounts of energy stored inside its crystalline structure, selenium is a remarkably stable substance. It will not detonate upon suffering a powerful physical impact, nor if subjected to high temperatures, nor even if set on fire. Given the imbeciles in our engineering department handle selenium on a daily basis, no doubt showing it the same lack of respect they show their betters, I suspect we should all be grateful for this, but sadly it does make weaponizing this stuff rather difficult. Nonetheless, I'm equal to the task. Close analysis of the structure of selenium reveals tiny vulnerabilities that are relatively simple to break open with a focused laser beam. Doing so causes a cascading failure of the atomic bonds holding the substance together. explosively releasing all the energy trapped within. It therefore appears feasible to replace the explosives in everything from our battlefield hand grenades to warheads of our air-to-air missiles with Elenium-based versions. These upgraded munitions would be capable of inflicting substantially greater damage than their predecessors. Of course, I'm aware that blowing up a substance as valuable as Elenium appears a ludicrous waste of resources. Thankfully, this is not the case. The bulk of these explosives can be produced from relatively plentiful and otherwise useless low-grade Elenium. However, a small amount of high-grade Elenium will still be required for priming the charges. While I believe this would be a worthwhile investment of our scarce resources, ultimately the judgment on that matters. The only judgment that matters is your own. Alright, we'll hit this and then tissue regeneration, I think. Don't really use grenades very often. Millennium rockets for vehicles. Air weapons, Millennium warheads. Okay, so 35 Millennium, 10,000. Or oh, I have 35. Shit, I only get one for 10,000. Oof. I need to shoot down another bomber. 2 days and 13 hours. Oops. Although we need the money too, so like maybe we can just wait. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more Elenium. Quest Elenium for 100 ops points. Fuck, and I just spent my ops points. Alright, fair enough. Okay, it looks like they're coming towards me. Yeah. Okay, a fighter, a probe, and a destroyer. Let's see what auto-resolve does. I mean, honestly, that isn't bad. It'll get us some money. We are working on that Elenium, aren't we? No. Yeah, Elenium seems to be the limiting factor here. So we need 500k anyway. We didn't get a bomber either to get us any Elenium. Well, we got money. Selenium, 29 Elenium, daily increase 0.1. Beautiful, we need that pretty bad. Ugh. Need more ops points. We're gonna hit a waveform peak soon. Powerful quantum broadcast of unknown purpose has been detected in high Earth orbit. Ground-based observatories reveal a sizable extraterrestrial structure to be present at the point of origin. Commander, my instruments have picked up an exceptionally large quantum signal in high Earth orbit. The signal is emanating from the point from a point approximately 70,000 kilometers above the planet. Telescopes reveal a substantial alien structure is present, estimated to be 600 meters in length. Classified it as unidentified orbital object 1, or OO1, U001. Great. How long has it been there? An observatory studying that section of the sky reports that nothing was visible last night. Today is the peak of the quantum waveform pattern, the easiest it will ever be for the aliens to translocate matter into our dimension. It is likely no coincidence that our enemies chose today to deploy such a massive structure. And to what end? I'm still unsure. I'm willing to bet that this orbital station is an important strategic asset. We urgently need to figure out what it is and whether we can destroy it. I agree. I'll prepare a research proposal immediately. Okay, we can wait 3 days on that. Oof. But, still have another lab. 20 days on that. God damn. We need one more millennium. Oh, it's another bomber. Never mind. Just return to base. Okay, launch you from Asia Pacific. Launch you from Ben and Jerry's. Okay, a couple of fighters. Alright, we'll accept that. I mean, you guys are on the way, right? Oh, it's an observer. Oh. Okay, well, we can launch the combat team, but I will do that when we get back. So I'm going to finish this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one.